Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the July Internationals water fixture. We have today the Springboks versus Ireland. Two massive teams who had a superb game last week. They've both come fully loaded again this week. This forward pack for the Springboks looks absolutely monstrous coming into this one. Ireland with a few changes going into this week. The return of Jordan Lama out on that right-hand wing. Craig Casey still in at scrum half, and Joey Carberry coming in that fly half shirt. But once again, the forward pack for Ireland absolutely monstrous again today. Looking forward to see this one as Andre Pollard will get us kicked off and underway with a nice high ball early on into this game. And Quagga Smith is the man who comes away with it. But Ireland quick on the turnover. Oh, I was just about to talk about how good their breakdown play was going to be maybe going into this game. But Josh van der Fleer getting in front of the kicker. The box kick not going well early on. And unfortunately, that ball getting dropped and thrown into touch. South Africa do have the option, but of course, what option else would they go for than going for the scrum in a situation like this? There is, of course, a massive scrumming nation that is the South African team as Faf de Klerk lines up to get this ball put into the scrum. They'll know they want to bring a powerful scrum into this game, try and establish themselves early on as the dominant scrummaging team. But the ball looks like it's actually got stuck a little bit in that scrum, and South Africa actually maybe getting put under the pressure a little bit as Ireland begin to drive back. This is great work by the Irish defence. Josh van der Fleer leading from the front there after his early mistake, and Ireland have to try and get this one clear. Craig Casey gets a nice clearance kick and puts South Africa all the way back towards the halfway line. Who saw that one coming? Not me. Great shove by the Ireland team so early on in this game. And South Africa now will have to play from near the halfway line. Oh, and a steal coming in there at the line-out time as well. They have worked very hard on their set piece compared to last week. Massively improving. And South Africa struggling to get a foothold in this game so far. And Ireland will take back over. They've shifted out wide onto the wing. Well shut down though by Oxen Shea to get across there for the wing. And Faf de Klerk thinks he sees room down this wing. He's got Bongi and Benambi on the outside of him. Faf de Klerk wants to go himself. Oh, just driven. Has he managed to stay in field? The referee says yes as they try and look to what's available to them. Andre Pollard's filled in there at the pocket area. Can they get the ball across as Cheslin Colby runs across? Josh van der Fleer though managing to shut that one down very early to go for that one, but it's worked for them, and Damien Dialende this time tries to take it on towards that try line. South Africa coming with some early aggression. This is what we like to see. Another turnover though in that breakdown area. Ireland have been working on some of these set piece areas very well. A lot of turnovers for them already today. Oh, there's a great tackle though, but on James Lowe. Maybe they should have looked to get that ball out. James Lowe unfortunately having a couple of issues in his game last week, and maybe, just maybe, that is another one to add onto the cards as Evan Etzebeth goes up. Oh, he's the dummy jumper though. They've gone out towards the back. Where can they go? The ball is dropped down. They're going for the maul. It's going to have to be a big shove here by the Irish players to hold this one together. It looks like it's coming, and it is the captain, Sia Khaleesi, who goes over for the first try of this game. South Africa have struggled to get a foothold so far. It's a great throw though by Bongi Ominami to get it over all the way. That is a solid line out. Great catch. Ireland had to try and get set up for that defensive maul very, very quickly. They actually got a lot of players involved with that, but just the power coming in. South Africa obviously unhappy with that early loss at scrum time. They want to showcase what power they do have by going over for a solid driving maul, and Andre Pollard will be the one to set up now for the first kick of the game. Kicking was a bit of an issue last week for both sides, but this time Andre Pollard slotting it through nicely. Little high five there from his teammate, just to say well done. Keep on track with getting those kicks over, as Peter Steph du Toit does incredibly well to get underneath that ball. Curtly Arends is dropping back in the pocket to try and clear this one. Oh, but it's charged down. And Ireland maybe have just been given a huge gift here as they find themselves in the Springbok 22. They try and go out wide to Jordan Lama out on this wing. Does well to get that pass back inside. Craig Casey has to desperately rush in and save them. Peter O'Mahony having to play scrum half for the meantime. Ireland being pushed back slowly. Can they get out to James Lowe on that wing? Has got nobody marking him. If they can get the ball out wide, it must work for them. Oh, they get out. Franco Mostert has to try and get across from him. The show and go, maybe not necessary. Should have maybe given it to the speedier player of James Lowe out on that wing. Felt like he had room to work with. That's a nice line though. Through the middle. Josh van der Fleer runs through, but Frans Malherbe comes in with a huge tackle on Josh van der Fleer straight from the blind side. He didn't see him coming, and bang, straight up over the shoulder. It's going to go for review. They'll have a look at it in the bunker. It is a yellow card for the meantime. Will it remain a yellow card? Will it be upgraded? to a red card, and South Africa find themselves a man down now for maybe towards the end of the rest of this first half at minimum. South Africa will just want to hold on here as Ireland go on the charge. This time they get it out wide. You can feel already that number of player disparity beginning to kick in there as Arendse getting in for a good tackle on Jordan Lama. James Ryan has to fill in at scrum half. Good chop tackle though. Shut down by Bongi Mbanambi there. Just not Ireland letting them make any ground at the minute. James Lowe though once again out on that wing. There is Josh van der Fleer trying to make up for earlier mistakes maybe. Oh, it's James Lowe making his way across. Oh, it's a great pass back inside. And the referee has deemed it forwards. There was the fair share of some 50-50 calls from the referee last week. James Lowe will feel heartbroken that one again, unfortunately not going his way. The ref has called it as forward and maybe saved South Africa there from a try that was certainly looking to come in. South Africa will just want to sort out this scrum as it stands at the minute now. Andre Pollard tries to stop back in the pocket, but Faf de Klerk was to pick it up quick because the ball came out of the ruck. No one was really expecting it, and suddenly South Africa back under the pressure here. Ireland still looking to try and make room. Oh, there's a bit of a loose pass though. There was great work though in that centre field by Gary Ringrose, but no one aware of just how brilliant it was potentially going to be. Now this time, Dan Sheehan tries to run it on. Tyke Byrne gets it out to the winger. Jordan Lama plays it back inside, and Craig Casey takes them up to that 5-metre line. Can Ireland draw it level just before half-time? Oh, nearly getting wrapped up there. South Africa are playing so well to try and defend this line as best they can. Can they get another good shot in? Does. Not managing to make ground. James Lowe once again screaming for it out on this wing. There's a bit of a rough pass though. Maybe could have been a little bit nicer to get that pass just to the hands rather than throwing it towards his shins. Would have made the collection a little bit more easy, and this time they're going through some good handling there. Oh, there was a great interception run by Arendse there. I think was looking for that interception. Didn't manage to come. The handling from Ireland has been really good. They're looking for those offloads. They believe that is the way around the South African defence. Can they make it pay though? Oh, managing to bounce through the tackle on that one, and Tyke Byrne gets it out to Josh van der Fleer. I feel I've said his name constantly today, and manages to bash his way through Willie Leroux in that fullback shirt. He has been at the centrepiece of every sort of controversy so far through this game, but what a great run by him. This is such a superb line here. Having to fill in is Gary Ringrose in that scrum half position. Peter O'Mahony taking on the tackles, gets it out. Tyke Byrne there, the little offload to the red scrum cap. Arendse maybe should have done a bit better there on the tackle. It's not going to be an easy kick for Carberry, but Ireland will be happy to have drawn this level just before the half-time whistle rolls around. Let's see how the Irish kick can get on this week. As he lines it up, it's looking good. The wind slightly drawing it towards that far post, but does get it through. They feel happy. Ireland feel happy. They're back in the game. 7-all apiece. Well, who saw this game going this way? Maybe a lot of us. We expected a close competition today. The Springboks going up against Ireland once again. It's never a blowout game in these sorts of fixtures. South Africa getting the early possibilities in this game off of a poor box kick exit clearance by Ireland. Gave South Africa a scrum, but their put-in not very good, and Ireland actually managed to drive back that scrum, reclaim the ball, and get an early exit clearance. Followed up by a great line-out steal by Ireland, meaning that Ireland so far have been winning the battle of the set piece. South Africa struggled early on to get a foothold in the game, but eventually they do manage to get over for their try to start off the scoring proceedings after some elongated pressure, eventually managing to get over the line, and Andre Pollard slotting through his 2 points to take South Africa out to a 7-0 lead. And we maybe thought leading up towards halftime they would just maintain that lead, but after a yellow card came in against Frans Malherbe, South Africa put down to 14 men, and Ireland tried to make the full advantage of it. James Lowe almost managed to get a great try assist, but the ref judging it to be forward saved South Africa from this one. But Josh van der Fleer doing well just towards the end of half-time, managing to bash his way through a couple of tackles and get over for a try. Ireland have evened out the score, and you have to say for the vast majority of that half it felt like Ireland had a bit more control than South Africa. What will the coaches be saying at half-time? What will we be seeing changed in the second half? On to the second half then, and only 2 changes to talk about at half-time. There have been some changes for the South African team. Malcolm Marx has come on in that front row, along with Andre Esterhuizen. Now, we've had a bit of a talk with the medical team. We have found out that Damien Dialende did actually pick up an injury when he was going for a try in the corner. So Andre Esterhuizen slides now into that inside centre role. Malcolm Marx, there might be a bit of a change due to that line-out not working for them earlier on in this game. And Arendse here just going for a bit of a relieving kick, try and put them back down that end of the field. Oh, what great run, though, by the Irish fullback, managing to make great work down there and gets it away again. Oh, Hugo Keenan's having a great time down that wing. Maybe that wasn't the exit clearance they would have wanted. And Ireland this time on the charge early on in this game as they go out wide. Jesse Creel does well to wrap it up, and there is the new boy, Andre Esterhuizen, managing to take this ball. Now, who is out on this wing? Andre Pollard managing to ship it out wide here. Cheslin Colby gets a little kick over the top of James Lowe, just about managing to get it back into his hands. The wind, unfortunately, blowing against him here. South Africa going on the charge. Oh, that time Etzebeth went for a late offload. I don't think his fellow player was ready for that one. There is the man, Frans Malherbe, back on the field after his earlier yellow card. Sia Khaleesi, the captain, plays it out wide to Arendse, gets a big up and under over the player this time. Can they collect the ball back? They don't manage to. And Ireland wrapped up, but in comes Oxenshea once again for another massive tackle. He's been a bit of a tackle machine so far today. Oh, that ball's been let loose by Dan Sheehan, unfortunately, in the tackle. And South Africa will have another chance at a big scrum in Ireland's half. Great tackle, though, coming in by Jesse Creel on Dan Sheehan there. Now, they'll want some big redemption here from that scrum we had in the first half. Let's see how South Africa will get on. Malcolm Marx now in that front row. Maybe he will just add a bit more of a stable platform to be able to hook the ball back. Whereas Bongi and Banambi maybe earlier on, maybe let them down a little bit here. The ball is played to the back. Where are they going to go? Faf de Klerk thinks he sees room, wants to go himself. Oh, and he's still going. He's got Arendse out on that wing. Oh, he went for the short pass. Maybe not the right decision. Arendse was looking for it out on the wing. Maybe this time, if he can keep going. Shut down, though, by Craig Casey coming across. Was that the right decision by Faf de Klerk to go for the short pass? He felt like it had to go wide. But the giant that is Eben Etzebeth might have just saved it for them as they managed to get it back. Esterhuizen, new onto the field, crashes up just underneath the post. South Africa are so bunched up on this left-hand side, they're going to have to go left. And Oxenshea managing to show off some dancing feet from the big man. And now Arendse is one-on-one out on this wing. Well shut down, though, by Jordan Lama. And the ball is kicked into touch off the back of someone's foot. I don't know who it was. They've given it to Ireland off the back of that. And Ireland will feel like they did a very, very good defensive job there. Now, can they exit out of their own try-line area? They are in the red zone. Oh, no, and another knock-on in the tackle. There's been a few issues today with handling. This one going against Caelan Doris. They just wanted to set up the ruck to try and get the box kick clearance. And unfortunately, getting a bit stuck towards their own try-line. This is a huge advantage. There's some deja vu now from that first half. What can South Africa do from this position? On the 5-metre line. Attacking scrum. The ball put in now by Faf de Klerk. It is drop back. Where will they go? And Quagga Smith gets himself. Oh, he saw some room at the back. No messing around. Ireland set up for a huge scrum. They were expecting the drive over. Quagga Smith not messing around. They had numbers on this left-hand side. He puts his head up and sees it himself and says, I'll take that one, please. And dives straight under the post. Hugo Keenan slightly out of position. Would have been a tough man to stop from that sort of range. But it puts South Africa back in the lead. And you have to say a pretty easy kick for the talented Andre Pollard from this sort of range. Let's see how he gets on. Just slots it through nicely. Will take them out to that 7-point lead. Once again, Ireland want to get kicked off quickly. They don't want to mess around here. The ball allowed to bounce. And Faf de Klerk just taking it in. South Africa want to try and slow it down a little bit here. They play it out. This time to Etzebeth, just finding themselves within that 22. Andre Esterhuizen playing in the back now. Can he get that ball away? Does manage to. The wind curling. Oh, it hasn't quite found touch, though. And we've seen this counter-attack come down this wing. Curtly Arendse has missed a couple of tackles today. It's been a bit of an issue for South Africa on this wing. Maybe a change should have been looked at for that wing, because defensively, he's really not been quite there today. But luckily, South Africa do manage to take it back. Esterhuizen's filling in that pocket once again. Andre Pollard might have picked up a bit of an injury, because he's certainly not getting in position to take some of these kicks themselves. As Ireland go for a long kick here, managing to get the ball over the back of Willie Leroux. Is going to have to go on the counter-attack himself here. Oh, went for the kick. Charged down in the kick. It's not really working for them. This time, Andre Pollard wants to step in himself and just take over this. You want someone with a bit more experience in just getting that clearance kick. And, oh, what a great catch, though. Coming in by James Lowe to keep that one in play. After all the talking points that happened last week with keeping the ball in play from the ball being kicked out, shows some great confidence for him to keep it in this time. Where will South Africa go? Maybe there is numbers now. The try scorer, Kwagga Smith, gets it out to Curtly Lorenzo, wants to try and run it round Jordan Lama. Not going to make it. He is a very fast player, Jordan Lama, and Ireland competing for that one. We're nearing that full-time whistle, and Ireland might have the final say in this game as the ball gets out wide. There's an injury. Picked up, though. Caelan Doris does not look comfortable back there, so Ireland might have to be a bit short man for this. Can they keep the pressure coming? Can they go out towards this left-hand side? Caelan Doris is filling in there. James Lowe wants the ball a bit wider. South Africa just trying to make as much nuisance of themselves in defence as they can. As Etzebeth to Frans Malherbe. Oh, the ball thrown forwards. Maybe they should have just kicked it clear. I don't think anyone was in position to kick it out. They have the advantage for the knock-on, but Ireland do not want that. And that time, the ball going out. It's a double forward pass, says the referee. It's a double free kick. And that will be the end of the game. Ireland come back fighting strong towards the end there. Few mistakes coming in for South Africa today. Few mistakes coming in for Ireland. James Lowe there, what great work he did to keep that ball in play earlier on. But it is South Africa who come out on top. Such a hard team to beat at home. They'll feel happy. And Kwagga Smith, maybe man of the match for this one, for that great pickup viewing of the back of the scrum to go over for his try. South Africa take this one 14 points to 7. Could this be a scoreline we see on the weekend? If you've enjoyed this one, guys, make sure you hit the old like button and drop down in the comment section who you think will win this game on the weekend between the Springboks and Ireland. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.